definitely a Saturn. Yeah, it's not matte. I just saw some fallout. Oh no. Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a review on the new Urban Decay Naked Ultraviolet palette. I was so grateful to get this from them in PR. It came yesterday and today I'm filming with it. I want to do 2 looks, 1 palette with it, as well as some swatches. I already did the swatches off camera, like not off camera, but like, you know what I mean? I did them silently, so I will insert them at some point when I'm talking about it, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about the palette, maybe do some comparisons. I'm not going to like do too many comparisons because I don't really have anything like this in my collection. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I used to buy Urban Decay Naked palettes all the time. I really did stop after the Naked Smoky, I think it was what it's called. It was like a very cool tone palette. I just felt like their formula had changed, and I just didn't feel the need to own them anymore. Like, honestly, I don't really buy a lot of palettes that have the same color stories. I don't know. My favorite one out of all of them so far, it was the Naked 3 because it had all the rose tones, and those are like honestly my favorite colors of all time. Like, I think they look so flattering on the eye, like mauve tones. You can pull them off every day, or you can dress them up for like a date night type look or anything, but purple is my favorite eyeshadow color. So I was so excited when they told me they were sending this over to me. I was like so thrilled, and I want to get this video up as soon as possible. I am filming today, uploading today. I can do this, and I also want to film a mini tutorial for Instagram as well. I'm a little crazy, I know. But before I get into it though, I do want to talk a little bit about the Black Lives Matters movement. Black Lives Matters movement. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? My previous video was pre-filmed before the Black Lives Matters movement. Obviously, all that stuff. I took a little break. I took a break from Instagram. I didn't post for an entire week, and that's the longest I've ever gone without posting. I just felt like I needed to share some educational links to petitions, things like that on my stories. I just didn't feel comfortable posting as usual. Same with YouTube. I just didn't really make any disclaimer in that video because it was already pre-recorded and I wanted to get a video up. But now that I'm doing a video post, all that stuff, not that it's over. It's never over. I'm not saying that at all. I just want to say that it is incredibly important that you guys do what you can to educate yourselves. It is a very, very important movement. So many things happening in the world, and we just need to take it one step at a time. That's all I really want to say on it. There were a lot of things happening that I just wasn't aware of. I didn't even know about Breonna Taylor. It's just a very sad situation, and we just need to continue. It needs to be a continuous growing process. It's not gonna be over anytime soon. It's not gonna be over overnight, unfortunately. So we just need to take it one day at a time and move past that. But yeah, before I get into the actual video, I can't wait to show you guys this palette. But I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified every single time I upload a new video. And I mean, I took that break, but I am trying to post every other day. I actually do have a video going up tomorrow as well, so I'm gonna have 2 videos 2 days in a row. It's just the way it's gonna be, but I'm gonna try to go back to my posting schedule of every other day. But I am going on vacation. The vacation was supposed to be in June, people. Like early June, but we're gonna take a vacation the first week of July. We're going to Florida, which is where my family is from. I'm so excited. I just can't wait. But I'm gonna try to get back into the posting schedule of every other day. And I would also love for you to go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I post a lot of creative looks. I have been posting every day. But yeah, let's get into this video. So this is what the packaging looks like. I'm not gonna lie to you, the outer packaging is super aesthetically pleasing. Like, I love it. It's super, like, it's marbleized, but it's purple. I love purple. I don't know why I love purple. It's like my favorite color, but it looks pretty standard. What I do like that Urban Decay changed their packaging from like the Naked one, because honestly, and the Naked 2 even, the Naked one had that felt and it got so dirty all the time, and then the Naked 2 felt like a metal container. This is more plastic, but look at the packaging. It is so stunning. I absolutely love it. I love marbleized. I love anything marble. I love that they threw in some blue. Like, I just love these colors. They're just like so beautiful. And this is what the packaging looks like. I did swatch it already, so that's why it like looks a little bit dirty. The mirror's a little dirty. It comes with a brush. I never use the brushes, but honestly this brush looks really nice. I just feel like this blending brush is a little bit too big for what I like to do. I like smaller blending brushes. Like, I would use this brush to pack on the lid, not the lid, the crease, or even on the lower lash line. It would be good, but we'll see. I might use it just to test it out. But what I do like about the color story in this palette is that it's not just purple. You have various everyday shades right here, and then you have the purple shades over here. What I do not like, that I can already see, and then when I'll insert the swatches as I'm talking, is that there's not very many matte shades. There seems to be a few satin shades, but not so many matte shades. I wonder if that's gonna affect the way I do a look. But what I am planning on doing is doing one eye using the more neutral shades and the other eye using the more purple shades. One's gonna be more of an everyday look and the other eye is gonna be more of a smoky eye, purple, crazy, I don't know, my vibe kind of look. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the everyday look on this eye first. I'm gonna go ahead and take this shade right here called Mind Slip. And it is a very nice transition shade, although it might be too light for my skin tone. I'm gonna actually take the brush that comes with it and see if this brush is a little bit, it works well enough, I mean. There is a little bit of fallout, but it's not too bad, so should be good. Let's see. This is definitely really, really, really light for my skin tone. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. But that's what makes it a good transition shade. It'll help blend out all the other colors. I do wish that there was like a more dark purple matte shade. Like the shade Digital is definitely a Saturn. Yeah, it's not matte. That would be a perfect like deepening the crease. So this is the shade Hacked. This is definitely a little more cool tone than I would like to pair with this shade, but you know, it is what it is. We're just gonna go with it, go with the flow, right? And we're gonna deepen the crease with this shade. There's a little bit of fallout. I used to think, like, honestly, the Naked Smoky palette, to me, the shadows were a little chalky. And I was like, I don't know, they changed their formula. So I was never really interested in getting like the Naked Cherry, the Naked Heat. The Naked Heat totally would have been my vibe back in the day because I used to love neutrals, but now it's just too boring for me. I love purple, so I'm so happy. I would have bought this palette even if they didn't send it to me, to be honest. Like, it's so pretty. But it is released today, by the way, or yesterday. I think it was yesterday that it released on their site. I don't know when it releases in Sephora. By the way, I took a little bit more of the transition shade Mind Slip, and I'm just taking that in the crease and just really buffing that in to blend the two shades together. I think it's blending really beautifully. This is very, very nice combination for every day. Like when you don't want that much makeup, you know, just a little wash of color and that's it. This brush feels really, really nice and fluffy and soft, and it gets the job done. I wouldn't use this personally in like a creative look or a colorful look because to me, I just need to be more precise with those. So, but definitely for every day, it works very nicely. And I'll probably use this end for the lower lash line. All right, so let's see how this applies with the brush. I'm gonna take the shade, this is so pretty, Dazed. I feel like this shade is like a dupe for one in the Naked 3 palette. I don't have it with me, but it is so stunning. It's like a really nice rose gold shade. So I'm gonna take it on a flat brush and see how it applies by itself without any setting spray. Yeah, I think it definitely needs some setting spray. It's really not applying very much. Let me try again. Yeah, I just think setting spray just adds another level of like bam. So let's go ahead and just apply some setting spray. And we're gonna do this. It's really nice. It's so pretty. It's very foiled. I love it. And you definitely want to take this as high as your crease to, you know, give the illusion that you have a cut crease, even though you didn't cut your crease at all. Again, why would you cut your crease every single day? I know I certainly wouldn't if I wore everyday makeup every day, but I don't. But you know, it is what it is. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a little bit more of Hacked and just put that on the outer corner and just blend it into the lid space just to, you know, make that a little more seamless. So the shade Digital, I really do want to take it at some point. I think I'm going to take it now. It is more of a satin. It's definitely not something you should put in your crease, in my opinion. I don't like anything that's not matte to go on my crease, but that's just me. You know what? This side will be perfect for this. I'm going to take a little bit of it on this side and just deepen out the outer corner just to give it a little bit more dimension. I'm gonna take it a little bit into the crease, but not too much. To me, I just don't put like anything that's not matte in my crease. I don't know. Oh, I think it gives it really pretty dimension though. I think it's exactly what this look needed. Now I'm gonna take the shade Hacked on a flat brush and just take that on the lower lash line. And you know what, on the same brush, I'm gonna take the shade Digital, that darker shade we took in the outer corner, and just put it on the very, very edge of the lower lash line. I'm gonna take Mind Slip now and just buff that on the lower lash line as well. Okay, now I'm gonna take the shade Trippin'. I don't know, I guess this is another satin. It's not really foiled or anything. It's this one right here. And I'm gonna put that in the inner corner and highlight my brow bone with it. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, it did the job. Super pretty. All right, we're gonna move on to the other side now. You can tell I'm like way more excited for this. Now, once again, I wish there were more like purple matte shades, but really the only matte shade is this one right here. So I'm gonna have to do some improvisation here to make a complete look, because I don't know how else I'm gonna make a complete look. But I'm gonna first take the matte shade. It's the shade Optimized right here. And I'm gonna put that all over my crease. This one also seems to be not so matte. Well, no, it's definitely more matte than like digital, for example. You know what? I think I'm gonna do a halo eye. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a halo eye. So I'm gonna take the shade Purple Dust first, and that's gonna go on the inner and outer corner of the lid. I just wish there was a more matte, like dark matte purple shade. You know what? I'm gonna make it a spotlight eye. Now I'm taking more of the transition shade that I took, the crease shade. You know what? I think I'm gonna add a little bit of this onto the crease because I just think it looks weird. Just so cut off there. I don't know. So the only thing I'm seeing about the optimized shade, which is that lavender matte shade that I'm taking in the crease, is that it like kind of disappears after a while. Like I'm adding layers and layers and it's apparent, but then it goes away. Like I don't understand why it's doing that. I'm taking a little bit more of this shade and just blending it together. Okay, now I'm gonna take the shade Cyberpunk. I like that name, that's cute. And that's gonna go just right next to the shade right here, make it more purple and not so dark. Blend these two together really well. Now I'm gonna take the shade, which one was it? Oh, Euphoric. So Euphoric is such a stunning shade. It has like some sort of duochrome. It definitely has like, I don't know, it's so pretty, but it's going in the middle because it has to go in the middle, okay? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna make it a spotlight eye and I'm gonna make it come up like a spotlight eye would. God, that shade is stunning. I'm gonna do the same halo effect on the bottom. It is such a stunning shade. For the inner corner, I'm gonna be taking this shade. I've been like loving this shade. As soon as I open this palette, that's my eyes gravitated to Lucid. It's such a pretty duochrome shade. Oh, so stunning. You know what? I'm gonna stick a little bit on top of this one. So I'm just gonna add a gloss for this look. This is the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Sorcery Gloss. I love this gloss so much. And this is just gonna add a little bit of sheen. It has a purple glitter. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put on lashes off camera and I will be right back. Okay, so my final thoughts on the palette are that the palette's very nice. The packaging is super pretty and I love the colors. I just, again, like I've said 78 times, I wish there was a darker matte purple. I also wish there was a darker matte neutral shade to go with this section. I would probably take away the digital shade. Even though I like it, it's just because it's a satin, you can't really use it to deepen the outer corner. I mean, you can, but you can't put it in the crease or anything. But the most important thing to me is that there's no dark purple matte shade, so I would take away, I don't know, probably Purple Dust. I don't think a really dark purple shimmer shade is that necessary, but that's just me. I really love the Lucid shade. It's so stunning. Like I keep swatching it, like it's so pretty. It's the one in my inner corner. Absolutely love it. I just saw some fallout. Oh no. What I do notice about this palette is that I think it'll push anyone's artistry to try to get it to work, only because, like, again, you can't put so many, you don't have so many options of matte shades, so you have to improvise with the shimmer shades, and I think that's just a lot of fun to just see what you can create with this. I know I definitely want to do more looks with this palette. Let me know if you want to see a 3 looks 1 palette with it, where I do a full face of 3 different looks, and I want to combine the neutral shades with the purple shades as well at some point, just to see how they work. And I just want to push myself and see what I can create to make it like cohesive and, you know, really pretty and not look strange. The only shade that I really like not had an issue with, but again, if there was a darker matte purple it would help, is the optimized shade, the lilac shade in my crease here. It like is gone. I don't know what happened to it. It's a little bit chalky, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know, it swatches nice, but it's just probably hard to formulate this exact shade, so it makes it a little bit chalky. But if it had a darker purple, it would probably blend it out very, very nicely. And I think I can use what I have in my collection in conjunction with this to make it a complete palette, but I just wish that it was a complete palette like on its own, you know what I mean? So those are my final thoughts. Let me know which side you like more. I love the purple side. If I had a little bit more time, but because I'm on a time crunch, maybe that also has to do with it, I would have done some things differently. Like I already have an idea of what I want to do just with the shimmer shades. I have so many ideas. I do love the everyday look over here, but you know, I'm just like such a colorful person that I'm gonna go with the colorful side. Let me know if you guys are planning on picking this up. I think it's super pretty. If you like purples, it's definitely worth it. The formula is really, really nice. I was a little bit concerned because the last Naked palette I had, like I said, it was the smoky one, I think, and it just wasn't the same as the Naked 1213. So I was a little bit disappointed, and I hadn't really purchased a Naked palette since then. So I'm just like, I don't know, I'm excited. It's really nice. I'm really, really grateful to Urban Decay for believing in smaller creators, because I think that's just so amazing, and I'm just very grateful to them that they sent this over to me. I'm definitely gonna be playing with this a lot. And yeah, that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I also hope you'll consider subscribing before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. And Urban Decay dustman, and just blend it into the lid, and just blend. Kidding me? Yeah. The neighbors decided to mow their lawn right now, of course. So this is, I've been waiting to film all day because of other things, and as soon as I sit down to film, they start freaking mowing their lawn.